everyone.
Hi.
Hi, everyone.
Hi.
You want me to start?
Are you ready?
Yeah. Should I actually do the thing?
Take one.
Let's go.
I love the future so much.
Empowerment.
Innovation.
Limitless activity.
Like this. Peekaboo.
Do I do this?
Hi, everyone, and welcome to LensFest. We're so excited to be here with all of you. LensFest is our annual global event that highlights the innovation and creativity from every corner of the Snap AR community. And it's been amazing to see how LensFest has evolved over time. 4 years ago, we gathered a couple dozen lens creators for a day of celebrating and building lenses together here in LA. And now, we're hosting thousands of attendees virtually from around the world. Whether you're just getting started with developing AR experiences, looking to create with even more advanced tools, or you're building a business with Snap AR, we are here to help you learn, get inspired, reach your goals, and celebrate the community's ingenuity in advancing the way we experience the world through augmented reality. This community is made up of creators, developers, brands, and partners who use Lens Studio to build, publish, and promote lenses. With Lens Studio, you can build powerful AR experiences that enhance the way we communicate, get things done, shop, and learn, bringing your imagination to life. More than 200 million people engage with lenses on Snapchat every day. And now there are more places than ever to experience lenses, from video chats through Snap Camera to immersive AR on spectacles, and in partners' apps through Camera Kit. The possibilities are endless to fuse fun and utility in our lives. No matter where you love to use lenses, it's so exciting to see how the community taps into cutting-edge AR technologies and brings them to life in innovative and creative ways. Over the last year, our team has introduced a suite of advanced new features like garment and skin segmentation, 3D body mesh, and voice ML, all to help AR creators and developers build more engaging, realistic, and accessible experiences. There are countless examples of incredible lenses made by our global creator community that are helping people to express themselves, try on a new look, learn something new, or experience art. Augmented reality is enabling new ways for us to interact with each other and the world around us. Snapchat was founded on the idea that the camera could be used not just to document moments in time, but to communicate in real time. Lenses make this even more meaningful, bringing new imagination into your perspective.
Excuse me.
Today, there are 306 million Snapchatters around the world using our camera to create an average of 5 billion snaps every day. Now, Snapchatters play with AR an average of more than 6 billion times per day. Augmented reality grounds us with a view of the physical world and brings all that's available in the digital world to us. Lens creators and developers are bringing this new world to life, enhancing our view with informative, relevant, and fun experiences. We are so excited to have you here as part of our Snap AR community, and we cannot wait to invent the future alongside you. So, let's start at the foundation of the Snap AR platform. Please welcome Trevor Stevenson to share the latest on Lens Studio.
Okay, so you want to... And then you want me to start? Thanks, Bobby. My name is Trevor Stevenson, and I lead the engineering team behind Lens Studio. All lens creation starts with Lens Studio. Whether you're publishing a lens to Snapchat, Snap Camera, Spectacles, or into your own app through Camera Kit. With all these ways to experience lenses, we're evolving Lens Studio to be the most advanced, intuitive tool for creators to build AR for camera-enabled devices everywhere. From advancements in machine learning through SnapML, to 3D hand and body tracking, to Scan's object recognition technology, the Snap AR platform puts the most innovative capabilities right into your hands. Today, we're launching Lens Studio 4.10, empowering creators to build the most entertaining, realistic, and helpful experiences yet. This first update might strike a chord. Last fall, we launched Sounds, giving Snapchatters a new way to express themselves by adding music to their snaps. Our library now includes tracks from major labels and artists like Olivia Rodrigo and J Balvin, along with rising stars, so Snapchatters can discover and share new music with their real friends. And Sounds have been a hit. More than 520 million snaps have been created with the feature. Now we're bringing the Sounds library into Lens Studio so creators can add our licensed music and audio clips to their own lenses, search through millions of songs, or find inspiration from a featured playlist in the asset library, and easily add a soundtrack to your lens for a whole new dimension of expression. We're also introducing new features so AR elements can interact with the world in the same physical way that objects do. The world is governed by the laws of physics, so in order for AR elements to look incredibly real, they need to react to forces like gravity and collide with each other. Our new feature called Real-World Physics makes that possible. Depth is another key feature of the physical world. For example, there's a person standing behind a camera right in front of me, so the camera is occluding the person. Before, state-of-the-art depth technologies have only worked on higher-end devices, requiring creators to limit their audience or build the same experience multiple times for different devices. Now, our new World Mesh feature lets lens creators use depth information and world geometry understanding to create experiences that look and feel like they're part of the real world. Just build a world lens with depth once and reach far more Snapchatters than ever before across operating systems and a wide range of smartphone models. Not only are we bringing AR to the physical world, we're also bringing a bit of the real world and real-time information into lenses. Add real-time data into lenses through the new API library, making it possible to create smarter and more useful experiences. Monitor the US stock market up to the minute by adding Alpaca's market API data to a lens, or build lenses that dynamically change based on current local weather conditions from AccuWeather. We're starting with 4 partners in the API library today, and we can't wait to see what you create. With lenses becoming more robust, we want to help creators better understand who lenses are resonating with and how they're being used. We're adding new metrics to lens analytics so creators can get even more insights and consider refining their experiences, netting a better return on their investment, their time and talent into building lenses. You can find lens analytics in the My Lenses section of Lens Studio. We also want to share a sneak peek at one more thing coming soon to Lens Studio. We launched landmarkers in 2019 and local lenses in 2020, layering augmented reality onto dozens of popular destinations around the world. But we know that, especially these days, not everyone can visit Paris's Eiffel Tower or the Gateway of India or London's Carnaby Street and discover these experiences so easily. Soon, you'll be able to build and experience AR mapped to your own local landmarks with custom landmarkers, right in your city or even in your own backyard. Here's how it'll work. Using a mobile device with a LiDAR scanner, map the area using our mapping lens to create a 3D model of your custom landmarker. Then open Lens Studio to access your model and explore the creative possibilities. By choosing real-world locations to build AR experiences for, creators, brands, and partners will soon be able to bring new life to physical places, making your space into your canvas. On behalf of the team behind Lens Studio, we can't wait to see how you'll use these new features to build even more expressive, lifelike, useful lenses for Snapchatters. Looking ahead, we want to help you innovate faster by delivering cutting-edge capabilities, making it easier to collaborate, and expanding Lens Studio to be even more accessible for our growing global creator community. Now, please welcome Sophia Dominguez to share more about the growth of the community and how AR creators are building their careers and businesses through Snap AR platform.
Thanks, Trevor. Not only are we amazed by the creativity and technical prowess of the community, but we're also excited about how creators and developers have found success with the Snap AR platform. From Michael Nickel building Blink into an AR powerhouse for the music industry, to Hardik Shah of Superfan evangelizing AR for clients across India, we're honored to help fuel your growth. The Snap AR community has grown in so many ways. Today, there are more than 250,000 lens creators from more than 200 countries and territories. In fact, more than 80% of lens creators are based outside the United States. They've made more than 2.5 million lenses that have been viewed by Snapchatters now more than 3.5 trillion times. And it's not just a select few whose lenses have taken off. 300 creators have a lens that have been viewed by Snapchatters more than 1 billion times. It's important to us to help the community succeed with Snap AR, empowering each creator, developer, team, and company to define what it means to them. The Snap Lens Network is our foundational program to help some of our top creators and developers find success by providing early access to Lens Studio features, a verified profile on Snapchat, and new opportunities to earn money building lenses. There are 3 key ways that we aim to help creators thrive: innovation, recognition, and monetization. We're pushing what's possible in AR alongside developers and creators by encouraging and funding innovation all year long. Earlier this year, we introduced Ghost, our AR innovation lab for developers and small teams to explore the technical and creative limits of AR. 20 Ghost Fellows are working closely alongside Snap engineers and designers to build some of the most impressive, useful lenses we've ever seen, from accessibility to fashion. Take Echobatics, a Boston-based team that aims to make the world more accessible for the visually impaired using computer vision. They're exploring how through spectacles, people with low vision can navigate indoor spaces and interact touchscreens using text recognition and text-to-speech. And the team behind Metail has a vision to create more realistic try-on experiences. Through machine learning, they're making AR clothing drape and crease on the shopper's body and accurately represent the color and material no matter where you are. Now, it's your turn. We're accepting new Ghost applications on a rolling basis and are awarding grants of up to $150,000 for each project. With early access to new features and support from the Snap team, you can explore and build new use cases that will help define the future of AR. AR developers and creators can experiment building new kinds of experiences for spectacles through Ghost or our Spectacles Creator Program. Spectacles are our first pair of glasses that bring augmented reality to life. We've partnered with dozens and dozens of creators around the world to explore new ways to fuse fun and utility through immersive AR. They've already made hundreds of lenses with the world as their canvas. We've been listening to the feedback from the creator community, and from those insights, we're already developing advanced new capabilities that creators can tap into. We've brought connected lenses to spectacles so multiple people wearing them can interact with each other through lenses. And we've added location triggers, allowing creators to adapt their lens based on a specified GPS radius, like a museum or a local neighborhood where the wearer is located. We've also introduced a new endurance mode, which lets creators turn off the display while their lens is running, optimizing battery life for longer running lenses. We're so excited by what creators and developers have already been building with spectacles, and we know there's so much more collaboration, experimentation, and innovation to come. If you're looking to reimagine what's possible with AR, apply to join us on the Spectacles journey. We're building a bright future of AR alongside creators, so we aim to help the community's lenses shine. From bringing creator-made lenses to the carousel, to new categories and favorites in Lens Explorer, and even showcasing creators in global campaigns, there are so many ways for Snapchatters to discover your work. Creators are at the heart of Snap AR and why we come together for Lens Fest. So this year, will recognize the best AR creators and experiences through the brand new LensFest Awards. Over the last few weeks, a panel of Snap's own AR experts have reviewed thousands of lenses and evaluated creators' contributions to the Snap AR community. In our LensFest closing ceremony, we'll reveal the recipients across these categories. We can't wait to announce the award recipients at the LensFest Award Show on the final day of LensFest. The common focus across our AR creator and developer programs is to support your efforts to build a career or business making lenses. We're exploring a number of pathways designed specifically for this community, especially as more Snapchatters, brands, and developers are increasingly finding value in the Snapchat camera. The demand for extraordinary AR experiences will only accelerate. Any lens creator can work with businesses and brands who want to build lenses for Snapchat, as well as developers who've integrated Camera Kit and need lenses to feature in their own app. The Snap Lens Network can also help get your AR career off the ground with opportunities to earn through calls to creation and in the creator marketplace. And we're exploring a few more ways to support lens creators' careers through audience engagement on Snapchat. Our new Lens Call to Action feature lets creators include a link on a lens, making it easy to drive Snapchatters to a destination, like a merch shop. We're so excited by the early successes from those who've tapped into this feature, like Cyrene Q, whose CTA linked to her store, driving more than $10,000 in merch sales. Another monetization opportunity for lens creators in the Snap Lens Network is through gifting. A gift is a show of support that these lens creators can receive through story replies from their subscribers. Now, when a Snapchatter sees snaps that brought delight to their day, they can send gifts and kickstart conversations with the lens creators they love. Lens creators earn a share of the revenue from the gifts received through story replies. Gifting is available now for lens creators in the Snap Lens Network across the US and India, and will roll out to additional countries soon. Snap AR platform grows, we're focused on deepening the ways that creators and developers can grow their careers and businesses. We're so excited to be on this journey to build a whole new AR creator economy and learn along the way together. Now, I'll turn it over to Carolina Argüelles Navas to share more on how our partners are building their businesses with augmented reality on Snapchat.
Thanks, Sophia. Hi, everyone. I'm Carolina. I lead the product marketing and strategy for Snapchat's augmented reality products. As our AR creator tools have become more advanced, it's been thrilling to watch the creator community expand and take advantage of these powerful new technologies. Now, at the same time that we've been improving AR tools for creators, we're also seeing phenomenal impact with our augmented reality offerings for brands. From product try-on to virtual store environments, AR is proving to be an impactful, efficient growth vehicle. Now, over the last 2 years, AR business experiences have undergone a major evolution, largely driven by the Snapchat community. Gen Zs and millennials have grown up with a camera in the palm of their hands. They're used to using it every day, throughout the day. Now, a large part of that engagement is with augmented reality. For Snapchatters, AR is an established behavior, as much a part of their daily routine as texting is for older generations. We now see over 6 billion AR lens plays every day. As a platform, Snapchat enables brands to reach consumers where they naturally choose to spend their time. This makes AR on Snapchat not just a powerful strategy for businesses, but an essential one. We conducted a study with Foresight Factory earlier this year, which found that in the US, 1 in 4 shoppers say they would prefer to use augmented reality to try on clothes virtually rather than visit a store to do so in person. Now, for consumers, AR is already the expectation. According to Deloitte, today, there are more than 100 million consumers shopping with AR online and in stores. And by 2025, nearly 75% of the global population and almost all smartphone users will be frequent AR users. This explosion in AR interest makes it imperative for businesses to have a long-term camera strategy. Whether the goal is engagement, product purchases, app downloads, or brand awareness and favorability, augmented reality can accomplish your goals in a way that is compelling and efficient. It's immersive, connected, fun, and useful, and it helps create relationships with customers, build brand loyalty, and can even drive business outcomes. For example, last year, American Eagle's virtual pop-up store, which Snapchatters could engage with in AR, generated $2 million in incremental sales. And earlier this year, Zenni Optical drove a 7.9x return on ad spend with their shoppable AR try-on lens. Advances in augmented reality technology itself are also increasingly unlocking new opportunities for cutting-edge virtual experiences. The addition of Vertebrae, an AR commerce company that recently joined the Snap family, will enable brands to create and manage realistic 3D versions of their products and easily extend those models into Snapchat or their own application and website to enable visualization and try-on. And innovations like 3D body mesh and real-time cloth simulation, which we recently brought to Lens Studio, enable more realistic clothing try-on. Immersive, realistic AR try-on can benefit retail businesses in a number of ways. In a study conducted by Alter Agents, we found that 2 in 3 consumers are more likely to purchase after encountering a branded AR experience. AR try-on can also help reduce the number of returns from online purchases, which across 12 global markets equates to $7.5 billion in value. For customers, augmented reality is the future of shopping. It can help visualize not just how a pair of sunglasses looks, but how it looks on you. Right now, more than 3 in 4 of all consumers believe AR technology will play a role in how people shop in the next 5 years, because it's the most personal way to shop and the most personal way for brands to make an impact. In a world so focused on the feed, a feed of content, a feed of products, the camera allows us to recenter shopping around the shopper, evolving from a feed to a mirror. The most personal experience someone can have with your brand. This is why we're constantly working to improve our AR experiences, to get as close to trying on the real products as possible. From reimagined retail experiences to trying on beauty products, there are countless ways brands can use augmented reality to strengthen connections with their consumers. AR is becoming a true utility and a must-have as a part of a future-forward business strategy. As we head into the future, we believe augmented reality is the greatest opportunity to improve the way people shop, are entertained, search for products, discover new travel destinations, and so much more. We're incredibly excited about the world of possibilities, and businesses should be excited too. Now, I'll turn it over to KP to share more about our offerings for app developers.
Thanks, Carolina. I'm KP, and I support platform partnerships and the developer community here at Snap. Like this, peekaboo. Our goal is to bring together both digital and physical experiences through the camera and build platforms that deliver value for people and for developers. But we can't do this alone. The success of AR is dependent on a diverse developer community to push the boundaries of this technology and the things that we can do with it. Last year, we introduced Camera Kit to make it possible for developers to use the power of Snap's camera to build unique experiences for their respective communities. This powerful SDK has enabled our partners to discover innovative ways in which AR can foster creativity and enhance the world around us. Millions of people are already interacting with AR experiences powered by Camera Kit every single day. Over the past year, we have seen incredible new AR use cases through a variety of apps through our closed beta program. With Camo, you can use a phone as a webcam for higher quality video calls, whether you're using Zoom, Meet, Slack, or other platforms. Camo introduced lenses into their app so that you can be more creative and expressive no matter what tool you're using for virtual meetings and hangouts. Over in India, people use Moz to make short-form videos and compete in daily challenges. Since introducing Camera Kit, nearly half of the camera content posted on Moz includes a lens. Beyond communication and expression, DressX is an app that lets you experience and shop digital clothing. They're using Camera Kit to make it possible for their community to try on AR clothing from selected designers and create videos wearing virtual clothes. Camera Kit helps our partners accelerate their time to market, tap into the AR ecosystem, and increase the discoverability of their lenses through their public profile on Snapchat. And this all starts with Lens Studio. Partners can build their own lenses, or like Moz, partner with local lens creators, or even use the creator marketplace to hire lens creators to develop bespoke experiences for their communities. For lens creators, Camera Kit provides a new way to expand the reach of their lenses beyond Snapchat, and the opportunity to work on projects that push the boundaries of lens innovation. But we want to make it even easier for lens creators and Camera Kit partners to work together. Soon, we are rolling out lens packs on Creator Marketplace. Lens creators can feature categorized group of lenses on their profiles for Camera Kit developers to purchase. This opportunity provides a new way for lens creators to monetize, while making it easy for Camera Kit partners to quickly bring their integration to life and iterate on experiences for their communities. We are so inspired by the creativity and innovation from our Camera Kit partners and lens creator community. Today, we are excited to share that we are planning to expand the reach of our beta program in the coming months. We are so excited to work with even more partners to build new AR experiences that we would never have imagined. Snap AR makes it possible to bring new AR experiences to highly engaged communities around the world and help developers leverage the intelligence and power of the Snap camera for their apps. Thank you all so much for joining us to celebrate the amazing work that has come to life through Snapchat, Lens Studio, Spectacles, and Camera Kit. There are so many exciting things for us to build together and an amazing community to serve. We can't wait to help you create, build, and explore.
Hi, I'm Olha, AR engineer here at Snap, and today I'm excited to tell you about the Sounds, a whole new section of the Lens Studio asset library that allows you to browse through sounds from the most popular musical artists in the world and bring them into your lenses. Once you open the corresponding section of the asset library, you can see the list of featured audio tracks. You can play them, pressing on the play button, and find the information of the availability in different countries. Once you've made your choice, press the import button. At this point, you will see the new asset added to your resources panel, and we can play it as any other audio track by using audio component. You can also use it together with spatial audio by enabling corresponding checkboxes and adding the audio listener component to your project. You can use the updated audio analyzer template that allows you to work with different types of audio tracks. Is it the licensed sound, file audio track, microphone audio, or even your own buffer of generated audio samples? So I'm going to import my sound once again and just set it to the input of the helper script. I'm going to match sample rate. The template also allows you to write audio samples into the procedural texture and combine inspiration from the sound from your favorite artist together with such powerful tools as Material Editor or VFX Editor, and create crazy effects like this one. Or you can even build a music video like this one by utilizing building blocks from the asset library and helper scripts. With sounds in Lens Studio, popular music from around the world is now available to help you be even more expressive and creative.
I remember Evan coming to me with this concept of sending photos that disappear, and I don't think I was initially, like bought in, but I liked that it was a very different idea.
I remember presenting the prototype to my class, and just before class, the prototype wasn't working, and I'm like messaging Bobby, dude, we gotta get this thing working. And I go and I present to the class, and I'm so excited about this idea of, sharing photos that disappear, and everyone's like, that's the dumbest idea ever. Like, why would you send photos that disappear?
The very first prototype, it was just images pre-captioned. We would like write little notes on Post-its or type things out on the keyboard, take photos and send them back and forth. But it was, it was like super, super fun. I just distinctly remember that initial feeling of like, holy cow, this is like just amazingly fun to send photos. And I think over time we really kind of developed this broader idea around communicating much more naturally as humans in a digital form and responding to what other companies had done before us with more permanence.
I think people felt like really liberated. I mean, at the time, like all of our friends were trying to get jobs and were worried about what they had posted on social media, and everyone was talking about that. And so I think there was this feeling with Snapchat that was just more free. Like it wasn't about posting the perfect photo online. It was like whatever was funny or random or just like that you could just share with your friend, and then it would just be gone. And I think like that lightness was so different to what was like on the internet at the time.
I remember hearing and being surprised to hear that one of the early Snapchat trends was like, make the ugliest face you can, and like friends were just sending, you know, hundreds of snaps back and forth making ugly faces. That was like a really cool thing to hear. I mean, it seems like super silly, but definitely indicative of kind of the early behavior on Snapchat and the culture that we were starting to build.
Hey everybody, this is Cassidy from Smule. I'm here to talk to you about how we integrated Snap Camera Kit into our apps. For those of you who don't know, Smule is an app where you can sing with people on the internet. And a lot of times that can be pretty scary. So enabling people to put a Snap lens on their face is a great use case for us. Because sometimes when you're singing on the internet, you just want to be a goldfish, or you might want to be a pineapple, or if you're like me, you're going to want to be an astronaut. So I'm going to talk to you today as an astronaut and tell you about how we're using Snap Camera Kit and Smule together. We have a unique use case where we allow two different people to use two different lenses at the same time. For example, the person on the left side of the screen might be wearing aviator sunglasses, and the person on the right side of your screen might be wearing retro sunglasses. We power this with Snap Camera Kit, and if we were to build it ourselves, it would be incredibly expensive and difficult for us to do. Another great use case is the green screen functionality. We have people singing across the globe in different locations, but we want to make them look like they're in the same location. The green screen functionality lets us do this, where we can apply a common background across two video streams to make two people look like they're singing in the same location, even when they're on opposite sides of the world. We're always looking for fresh air content to showcase in our apps, and particularly lenses that allow users to connect and have fun in ways that they never thought was possible. So we can't wait to see our users singing with your lenses. Signing off from outer space.
The inspiration for my hot potato connected lens game came from the game that we all played when we were kids. I was really inspired to take this brand new technology and bridge it with something that was familiar to a lot of us, so that when this game was introduced, people would generally know exactly how to play when they opened it. And I thought that was important when introducing people to this whole new world of augmented reality.
Hi, I am Rajni Jacques, the Global Head of Fashion and Beauty Partnerships at Snap. So we are in the age of augmented reality, or AR, and the power of the Snapchat camera is this generation's conversation catalyst. AR on Snapchat is evolving how people shop, engage with art and music, experience fashion and beauty, and so much more. By transforming in real life experiences into immersive digital moments that spark conversation and encourage Snapchatters to see the world in new and interesting ways. Fashion and beauty brands have been harnessing the power of AR through the Snapchat camera for some time now. unlocking a range of new experiences for Snapchatters to engage with products, including the ability to virtually try on anything. I'm talking shoes, sunglasses, makeup, nail polish, and from anywhere. By bringing millions of people the ability to explore products without ever having to set foot in a store, AR is evolving into a true utility that can drive product consideration and purchase, in addition to brand awareness and favorability. AR on Snapchat is where people come to play with the brands that they love and experience or discover new ones. This isn't the future, this is right now. We are already seeing thousands of brands using AR in their campaigns on Snapchat, and we're excited to continue the momentum with our new and existing partners for the Snapchat generation to experience firsthand. Honestly, all of this is pretty cool.
This is so cool. My name is Jeff Miller, and I am the Senior Director of Creative Strategy at Snap Inc. And action. As we think about the many ways that augmented reality can propel forward the world of art, we have to start with the collaboration that we developed with LACMA. That was a focus on how do we make monuments more reflective of diverse stories and not wait for physical monuments to be built. In that collaboration, we worked with a diverse group of artists and lens creators to bring these physical stories into life in the real world. Take our work with Alex Israel. We had an opportunity to sit down with him in his studio to understand how he wanted to translate his physical forms into this new augmented reality space. For our Basel this year, we created 2 new experiences with Alex directly. The first one has one of his signature characters, the avocado, dancing alongside you and your friends. The last one, you see Alex himself originate from within inside his installation and then paint the outline of his own head. These types of experiences are only possible because of AR. For example, I could be in my living room in Los Angeles, California, and immediately be taken to Paris, where I can see the final Christo and see directly the vision that Christo himself was working on for 60 years to wrap the Arc de Triomphe. Now that is magical. I'm so proud of our collaborations with artists to date, those that are established as well as those that are still young in their careers. So much of the great work that originates starts when you have an artist with a clear vision operating in new formats. But what has me most excited are the stories that we don't even know about yet. The artists that are still trying to find their voice. AR is such a great medium, democratized to help them frame their stories. I can't wait to see what the community develops next. Peace out.
Ooh, that was great.
Thanks.
One of my favorite releases was when we added video, because I feel like that was a big step change for Snap. And we invented that super cool way of tapping to take a photo and holding for video, which at the time was a totally new thing. We had to figure out the timing basically for how quickly you release to make it a photo versus holding it a little bit longer to start the video timer and everything. It was really cool.
We've done some amazing things as a company that have all been very, very exciting to release and get out there. For me, anytime we've been able to really surprise our community with something we've been able to do, that's always super, super rewarding. Like the first hour stories that we did were just super fun. Like we launched at EDC, and then from then on we started doing these kind of regional stories around the world, and just to see this on the ground, real content from people submitting public videos, getting that put together in the way that we did was really amazing and totally unprecedented, and it's exciting to see that work kind of now carried forward into Spotlight. We've had some amazing hit lenses over the years, particularly ones around kind of machine learning, rendering, and generative networks, anime and cartoon lenses recently. Those have been big hits and just endlessly impressive from a technical feat.
I mean, I think the lesson always for us has been just to follow the community, follow what people are doing. If you just pay attention and look at human behavior, all of these ideas that seem innovative and radical are just lying all over the place in front of you. You just have to listen really to people and pay attention.
Ready? Go.
Just open it up and close it.
Hi, I'm Aradhana Vaidya. I'm the product manager for Lens Studio at Snap. Lens Studio is a desktop software to create lenses. It is your gateway to creating unique and powerful AR experiences. Over the past few years, we have seen our community create immersive experiences both for fun and utility. Lens Studio is the 3D tool which enables this creation. It has all the bells and whistles of a professional 3D creation software, and what's special is that it's tailored towards the AR creator. In Lens Studio, we have state-of-the-art graphics and rendering. We have a material editor that lets you create custom materials and modify their properties and parameters to create materials with the precise look and feel that you're going for. We also have a VFX editor, which is our node-based visual effects engine. With it, one can create and simulate particle systems, for instance, to create effects such as rain, fire, sparkles, confetti, etc. In the past few months, we have released some truly exciting features which enable lens creators to create innovative AR experiences with Lens Studio. We have accurate face, body, and hand tracking through our Snap ML technology. You've probably seen a vast number of lenses on Snapchat that have been created using Snap ML. We released a feature called upper body skin segmentation, with which we've seen our community make tattoo lenses or lenses with animated textures and effects applied to their face, body, and arms. Then there is the try-on feature, where you can take an external mesh like clothing and apply it to a body. This clothing mesh does not have to be a rigged mesh. With the try-on mechanism, it attaches itself and deforms according to the pose and shape of the body that it's applied on. It opens up endless possibilities. We have seen lenses with clothing, different kinds of garments, accessories, and people expressing themselves in different ways. We recently introduced voice capabilities as a part of Lens Studio. This is our Voice ML technology. With this, one can create voice-based lenses. There is speech and command recognition, with which speech can be used to trigger AR effects. This incorporates transcription and keyword detection, and it brings natural language understanding into your lenses. There is also text-to-speech, which converts text into human-like speech. Also, with system voice commands, you can build lenses to accept commands like take a snap or record a video. The great news is that we have templates in Lens Studio which demonstrate each of these functionalities, and using templates can help you learn these new features easily. So now let's talk about some new features in Lens Studio that we are planning to release soon.
It's awkward yet?
Yeah. Music integration. You now have access to a catalog of licensed music in Lens Studio. In the asset library, go to the music section and you'll see a large catalog of tracks to browse and select from. You can now make new and exciting lenses with these cool music tracks. Simply add a track from the library to your lens and use it to bring that special magic to your AR lens. We can't wait to see how creative our community gets with this added music functionality. Another feature that we are truly excited about in Lens Studio is real-world physics. The physics engine enables objects in the scene to behave and interact with forces in the real world, such as gravity, velocity, or acceleration. It can help you add realism to your lenses. With physics, we have added the functionality for collisions, rigid body simulation, and constraints. You can now create scenes with bouncing balls, or toppling boxes, or even falling debris, and make these interactions look real. We will continue to take this further with additional functionality like the ability to script, soft body simulation, terrain, dynamic colliders, and even making improvements to our hair and cloth simulation. Not only are we innovating with features that let you create cool lenses for the face and body, we're also building features to create world-facing AR. One such feature is our new cross-platform World Mesh solution that works on both AR Kit and AR Core devices. This allows developers to create more realistic world AR experiences without a hardware sensor and without having to create different content for different devices. World Mesh understands the geometry of the world around you, reconstructing the environment as a metric scale tracked mesh with semantic labels. It also provides a depth texture with a per pixel depth estimate for the current camera image. With this, developers can create AR content that looks and feels like it's part of the real world. Another feature in this category is custom landmarkers. With custom landmarkers, for the first time, we'll be allowing creators to choose their own locations to build AR on. Through creator feedback, we have seen the desire for more location AR experiences, and we are excited to provide these capabilities to our community. With this feature, you'll have the ability to scan a structure or a building with LiDAR and load it into Lens Studio. You'll then be able to author AR against that structure and publish a lens with a custom landmarker. We're really excited to see what our community builds with this, but some examples could be an AR walking tour where the content interacts meaningfully with the surrounding environment, or a digitally enhanced storefront. Again, the possibilities here are endless. Now let's talk about API library. This will allow lens developers to build lenses with first and third-party APIs using Lens Studio. You can now power unique AR experiences with data that these APIs could fetch. For example, weather data, market data, or sports data. Take a look at our asset library to see the first set of APIs that we are providing through the API library. Show us what you can do with these APIs and give us your feedback to let us know what other APIs you'd like to see. For those of you who have been using Lens Studio for a while, you know that we've been releasing Lens Studio every 2 months. But as we develop more features or improve workflows, we'd like to provide newer versions of the software at a faster pace. Starting early next year, you'll see a new Lens Studio version every 2 weeks. Lenses you create with Lens Studio are usually published for Snapchat on your mobile device. But you could expand your lens's reach by also pushing your lenses to spectacles. You could also use our Camera Kit SDK to develop and build lenses that are cross-platform.
You gotta do the line now.
Okay, great. Cool, I'm ready. Thank you, Aradhana, for showcasing the power of Lens Studio. I am confident developers around the world are excited to build creative and powerful AR experiences with the released and upcoming features of the platform. At Snap, we believe in cultivating a self-sustaining ecosystem which enables AR developers to build creative experiences innovate, monetize, and connect with one another. We do this by engaging and activating our AR developer ecosystem through our foundational program, the Snap Lens Network. The Snap Lens Network underpins all our AR developer relation efforts, where developers get access to unreleased Lens Studio features, paid opportunity, receive their verified profile on Snap so that their lenses and work get broader distribution on the platform. The program caters to 3 distinct groups of developers. We have the Lens Partners. Lens Partners consist of agencies and studios. These are professional companies or teams that develop professional AR experiences, apps, or games and earn majority of their revenue through brand work. Lens Developers. These are individual developers or teams who build products and complex AR experiences. They occasionally produce work for brands, but typically focus on driving innovation on our platform. And finally, we have Lens Creators. These are individuals who create artistic, fun, and shareable lenses that often go viral, and sometimes partner with our developers on technical projects. While in the Snap Lens Network, qualifying members have the opportunity to further monetize and innovate with us through our other developer programs and initiatives. Let's start with the Creator Marketplace. Select Snap Lens Network members have the opportunity to be added to the Creator Marketplace, which enables businesses and companies to reach out for bespoke lens creation. The Creator Marketplace enables businesses to discover and partner with Snap's creator community in a scaled and seamless way. For agencies and studio partners, we have a dedicated program to help them monetize further through the AR Partner Program. The Partner Program was created with the goal of democratizing the creation of branded augmented reality. Through the Snap Lens Network, agencies and studios have the opportunity to be invited or considered to join our AR Partner Program. Ghost is Snap's AR Innovation Lab, designed to spark the next generation of camera products built on our platform. Through Ghost, we provide funding for developers and studios to build lenses in the form of products that leverage our most advanced AR technology and deliver value beyond communication. Visit the Snap AR site for more information about how to apply. The new spectacles are designed as a development tool for developers looking to push the boundaries of AR. Although they are not for sale, if you are a developer, you can apply using our creative form on the Spectacles website. Those selected for the program will get a pair of next-generation spectacles for their work, dedicated support from our product team, access to weekly team office hours to get feedback and share best practices, as well as access to dedicated email address for their work. Finally, they also get the opportunity to connect and learn from other gifted developers in the program. Whew. Okay, ready? Go. Yellow is a collection of programs that support founders building companies at the intersection of creativity and technology. Yellow support founders in their entrepreneurial journey through events, networking, community, education, and opportunities for investment through the Yellow Accelerator program. Visit the Yellow program's website for more information. Finally, as a way of saying thanks to our most engaged community members, we would like to formally recognize those on our platform who have sustained the warmth and friendliness of our current developer community by being highly active, helpful on the forum, creating resources that support community development, and engaging in thoughtful conversations around advanced AR topics. With our new Snap AR Lens Ambassador program, we would like to support those in the Snap Lens Network who have been passionately sharing their knowledge of AR with their local and global community. In addition to recognizing the Lens ambassadors on the forums as stewards of AR, we will feature them and their work within our blogs, banners, and social channels. We hope their kindness, intelligence, and creativity will inspire developers for years to come. At Snap, we are committed to the success of AR developers, and we are thrilled to be on this journey with you. To learn more about the Snap Lens Network and our other AR developer programs in our developer ecosystem, kindly follow this link.
Hello everyone, I'm Eugene. Thank you for joining this event. In this video, I'm so happy to share with you my tips and tricks in optimizing projects in Lens Studio. And I want to start with the fact that project optimization is quite an important stage when working on lenses, not only when we need to fit into the required size, but even when the weight of the lens fits into the weight budget. Plus, fast loading of the lens is a very good step towards the user, because the sooner they load your lens, the faster they can enjoy it. And let's be honest, we don't like to wait for loading. So without further ado, let's get started. And let's start with the simplest. You may have guessed, but for such an effect as vignette, you don't need a large texture at all, but only a quarter of such texture is enough, which can be then reproduced with a mirroring function. And sometimes you don't need texture at all. For instance, in this simple frame, it can be created from thin screen images. I can create screen image of whatever size I want and remove the sprite component, and the object becomes just a container for other sprites. Next, I will create the sprites inside with just basic material. Now let's talk a little about the formats, JPEG and PNG. They have their own strengths and weaknesses. Let's take this picture. In PNG, it takes like this, while if you save it in JPEG without compression, then it takes like this. So as you can see, the same picture can take several times less with practically the same result. Using the built-in compression tool in Lens Studio, you can also find that in this case, the JPEG format still takes up less. However, with this picture, where there are few color or grayscale transitions, PNG wins noticeably. The key thought in these experiments is that there is no single rule of where and when to use these formats. Try to experiment with saving in different formats, and you yourself will learn to predict in which cases which formats it's better to use. And the last trick is to use the same object but with different color. For example, if we take this texture, then with help of combination of base color and recolor, we can achieve a huge variety of colors just from one texture, and this will significantly save space. Now let's move on to creating simple and optimizing effects using the node editor. With one texture like this, you can create a lot of beautiful things. Let's add some heat to this video and create fire from a static texture. So we have a texture with slightly different noise in RGB channels, which is tiled. Let's separate them by channel first, add remap, then merge them back through the blend node with screen mode. Then I'll add to each channel movement by the scroll chords and also scale chords for each channel. And I will make small changes in the parameters. Now I will make a mask. For this we will create a radial gradient subgraph and slightly correct the values. Let's apply this mask to the construct node. And fine, now let's add some randomness. There is a bit of magic going on now, so watch my moves. I will duplicate this area with the nodes and just add it as a modifier for the UV of the same first channel. I will remove the intensity a little through multiply. We can also slightly change the values for the speed and scale, though this, let us call it turbulence, doesn't coincide with the main movement. Then duplicate this turbulence for the other two noises channel and change their values quite a bit. We can also use this technique for a mask. This time I'll do it through the mix node. So I think 2 channels will be enough. So now let's create something like a glow on top of this noise. You can easily make such a glow from the UV. We need ingredients like remap, distance and 1-. Connect it all and the glow is ready. I will combine these nodes into a subgraph for convenience and add this entire effect after the construct node. I will also use the clamp node so that the values did not exceed 0 and 1. All that remains is to paint, and in this example I will just apply the lookup texture. Also, of course, there are many ways to paint it without it. Slightly reduce the influence of this lookup through the mix node, and also slightly tint the dark areas in the front of lookup using another mix. And wow, we made an animated fire from the static texture, but I'll tell you more. We made a super constructor and the real magic is just beginning. So fasten your seatbelt, make a copy of the fire material and apply it to another sprite. Next, let's reduce the effect of textures on UV a little. Add swirl curves to make it move a little rotated. Remove a couple of unnecessary details and tint. Put this sprite somewhere here, duplicate it, and voila, the fog is ready. Next, let's duplicate the material again, assign it to another sprite, add a 1- node to make the effect darker, change the blend mode to multiply and slightly adjust the color values. Maybe I'll add some more contrast with remap. And voila, again, the smoke is ready. Let's place it somewhere here, duplicate the sprite too and randomize it a bit. Now great. Next, caustic? No problem, still using the constructor. I'll make a copy of the fire material and leave here only one channel and turbulence for one channel. Let's change the direction for this texture movement here. Probably we will make the influence of turbulence a little less. And all this can be applied as an alpha for a color using the construct node. Let's do the placement trick again, and that's it, super easy. Let's add some cold post effect for showiness, for example frost, sounds like something cold, and probably a little less. Good, well, to make it really beautiful I add some post distortion effect and change the texture to our noise. We're using one static texture for animation, and let's bring the face back a little so that it doesn't get very distorted. And finally, yeah, we did it! As you can see, you don't need a lot of texture and very complex shaders. Start creating lenses now, it's super easy, fun and entertaining. Thanks, see ya!
My name is Alessia and I work as an AR engineer. Favorite part of my job is getting to help our amazing lens creators, building templates and example projects for them to help bring new ideas to life. So in this demo, I like to talk about how to combine additional visual effects to achieve a more cohesive, polished look. And let's take a look at the sample lens project. As we can see, main lens parts have been already added, but I'll go through some steps that could be a final steps before publishing it. So let's take a look here. Main idea of this lens is just having cute peach stickers on the face. And let's say you already have your texture here, you already added it to face mesh, you created material, and everything is set up. And then on top of that, what my idea was to add just like a bunch of makeup, like lookup and additional bloom effect on top of the stickers to make it just come together more and look more naturally and nice. So let's start with this project here that has only the speech stickers. And now let's see what we can add on top of here. I already have resources for this prepared for me in this folder. And I think I'd like to start with some eyeshadows, something to help make the speech stickers less obvious and less stand out on a face. So let's say I'll add this one here. As you can see, it's already a face mask object. So I already have texture in here. I already set up coordinates and how it aligns to the face. That's usually what I'd like to do instead of setting up textures and how it looks on a face every time from the beginning. I just do it once and then save it as an export object somewhere in my folders, ready for me to use in different lenses. So let's create scene object and call it makeup, just to like nicely organize it in here, and put eyeshadows. And then let's check that we don't have any random layers that sometimes just get like leftover layers. And let's see if it's working. If you can tell if your effect is working, sometimes it's good just to use like a static image when model is not moving, so it's going to be easier to see. Okay, now let's add couple more stuff. What's this one? This one adds like more definition to the outer corners of eye, and just adds some like very smooth eyeline, which is always nice to have. And then let's see, maybe I want to use some eyelashes also. This one lower only, for example, and then I want to use fuller one also. Yeah, don't forget to fix layers for all of those. Also, as you can see, there is one little nice optimization. Instead of using duplicated texture for both of eyes, we're only using half of the face, and then in material we set it up in a way that it's just being mirrored to the second part of the face. So you get like 2 sizes smaller texture, which is always nice. As you can see already, when you have more makeup on eyes, stickers already doesn't look so foreign on a face, if that makes sense. But let's say now I want to add maybe like a cute blush to go underneath the stickers to blend it even more. And I have one pretty cool one, because as you can see, it kind of goes like over nose, and just adds like additional shadow and depth underneath our stickers. Okay, now I think I'm done with the makeup for now, but now I just want to add something on top of both stickers and makeup to blend it together more. So ideally I would use some lookup, like color correction, that is like a appropriate warm tone. Let's see, let's try this one. Yeah, as you can see, it adds more saturation, adds more like warm colors. If I had stickers that would be like cool toned, like some pink, bluish, or purple, I would probably use like a cooler tone lookup for this. And if I think it's too intense, I can just like tone it down a little bit. Yeah. And also one material I really like to use is this bloom one. It just adds like a nice soft glow to the whole picture. Yeah, and as you can see, adding all of this helps still preserve your idea of like having these cute stickers, but just adds more to the overall picture and how it looks together nicely. Yeah, I think that's it. Thank you so much for watching. Yeah, I hope you enjoyed it and get inspired to create more. Yeah, thank you.